For whatever reason, certain guitar licks seem difficult when heard by non-guitar players or guitar players who haven't thought to attempt to learn these licks. I'm going to reveal some of the most requested licks, "Can you play this, bro?" that I have received throughout my guitar journey from non-musicians. And well, maybe this will give you some inspiration to learn that cool, impressive thing that you are missing in your guitar arsenal. Your guitar arsenal? I'm not saying that these aren't hard licks in general, but for most guitar players, they are easier than we think. And for most non-musicians, you will blow their brains out of their skulls if you learn them. So the first lick is,
Yo, play Freebird!
And that's when you troll this person and say, "Oh yeah, sure, bro." Like,
No. The wibbly dibbly dibbly part.
And then you say, "Oh, okay, sure." No, but really, the Freebird solo is not hard. It's not hard at all. It's really, really, really easy. I think I learned it when I was 14 years old. Now, I'm not saying it's not amazing. I love the Freebird solo. It's one of the most iconic things that ever happened to the guitar, but it's not difficult. And I'm gonna show you, this is really all anybody cares to hear when they say, "Play Freebird!" So there's a few different memorable licks of this solo that you can take. I would start with just learning the E minor pentatonic scale if you don't know that yet. Three basic pieces of this solo that you can sort of just take and then fill in the rest of the gaps. Here's the first piece of the puzzle. I'll play it slowly and then quickly. Hey, I didn't say it wasn't fun. I'm just saying it's pretty easy. That is a very simple move, and it's expanded on in the second, maybe even more popular part of this Freebird solo, which is the exact same motion, but instead of just sticking to the G and B strings, you are sort of extending your sweep to include the E string, still on that 12th fret. Again, wow, that's fun. And in the solo, there are moments where that B string will actually be skipped, and that can be a little tricky, but the sentiment of the lick remains the same. It's just this basic blues lick. The first one we all learn. It just has a sweep picking element to it. And then the last lick that I think is particularly cool would be one of these. So it's a little quick alternate pick there on the D string, but again, so simple. And of course, that's coming from the part where it's like. Freebird.
Freebird!
Freebird. All right, the next lick that I think is highly, highly, highly overrated as far as the difficulty of its perception is this, Eruption. This is the first tapping lick that really any guitar player learns, either that or one. So the funny thing is, they're both sort of the same pattern. There is a little element to Eddie Van Halen's version. He actually double taps his tapping finger, which I'm using my middle finger to tap. Sorry, I'm not meaning to insult you, but this is just the finger that I use. So if you want to get a little fancier, you can treat this finger like it's consumed 16 pots of coffee. But the point is, you're going to want to use a phaser for this. And that is really what I think sort of covers up even further the difficulty of this because a phaser just makes this sort of pattern sound even better. But if you want to make this happen, it's really, really simple. All you have to do is practice it on one string and you can apply the pattern to these different finger positions. And it's just a matter of getting it up to speed and switching, putting your fingers in the right place. But it is really not as difficult as it sounds. It's a tap, flick, pull. Tap, flick, pull. And then put a phaser on it and you can do it any frets, anywhere, and it'll sound awesome. All right, the next one, sort of a similar one. This is Thunderstruck, the intro. Wait, what's that? What's that, internet troll?
You're playing that wrong.
Oh, I'm playing it wrong?
It's picked, it's not hammer-ons.
Oh, it's picked.
Oh, I pooped my pants. Mom!
It's picked, it's not hammer-on pull-off, it's picked. He uses a pick. Oh. Okay, either way you want to do it, it's really easy. It's just a matter of synchronizing your fingers. Isn't that all guitar playing is? Well, this one in particular is pretty simple in my opinion, just because, first of all, it sounds way cooler legato. Second of all, that's how Angus plays it live, so it's not wrong, technically. And if you play it with legato, you can do it like this. So learn it this way, it's better. As you saw there, very much like the Eruption from Eddie Van Halen, it's simple. It just takes a little bit of finger strength. It is not as difficult as you may think, and you will astonish all those who witness what you do. Okay, so you'll notice that I've switched guitars for the final thing that people think is hard, but it actually isn't on guitar. And it's simple, it's one of these. Yeah, like a weird whammy noise. It's not hard at all. It actually is the simplest thing of this whole video, and of course, it can be hard if you don't have a whammy bar. Then it may be impossible. However, if you do have a whammy bar, and particularly a floating bridge, meaning it goes down and up, then you can really get the most out of this. But essentially, if you can make a natural harmonic, just like this, then you can do this. All it entails is hitting this open string, maybe the G string, pushing all the way down on the whammy bar, and then without attacking the string again, activating that harmonic and bringing the bar back up. And you can do this with different harmonics across the guitar neck, different strings, different areas to get different pitches, but all in all, the technique is extremely simple. And well, people will think you're an alien, a genius alien, if you can do this trick. You can also activate the harmonic up here, Joe Satriani style. So that's it. A bunch of tricks and licks that people think are hard, but they're really not hard at all. It just takes a little bit of practice, but not a lot of practice, honestly. Well, I hope this gave you some inspiration to go learn some new cool tricks, and until next time, keep shredding.